Hello everyone, Ryan here. So this is a video that all you fellow Metallica fans have been waiting for, or not. Alright. It's time for my review of Hardwired to Self-Destruct by Metallica. That's right. Of course, this is Metallica's 10th studio album, also the latest album, released back in November of last year. And I'm just going to open it up here, show you what it looks like. It's two separate CDs. Now, of course, exactly why they decided to separate it into two, I don't know. I think it might just be because they did it in order to, so that it matched the vinyl record format of this album. But I don't know. That's just my theory. This is a really great album. I mean, I really like it. I know that I might be kind of late with my own review of this, but it took me a while to finally get around to purchasing my own copy of it. I tried to purchase the deluxe edition because this is not the deluxe edition. The deluxe edition includes a third CD, which is full of live stuff, and also some cover songs that they did and recorded at their various concerts. But I have listened to the deluxe edition. I mean, I've got a couple friends who have that, so I don't really feel like it was necessary to me to get anything other than just the album itself, nothing more. So I'll go ahead, give the track listing, and then, like always, talk about 5 of my favorites. So on the first CD, opening track is titled Hardwired. Second is Atlas Rise. Third is Now That We're Dead. Fourth is Moth into Flame. Fifth is Dream No More, and sixth is Halo on Fire. That's on the first CD. On the second CD, starts with Confusion, and then Man Unkind, Here Comes Revenge, Am I Savage, Murder One, and then Spit Out the Bone. So, yeah, that's, I believe, 12 songs total. Or 14. Yeah, about 14. And as far as 5 of my favorites go, I will say my fifth favorite would have to be My fifth favorite would have to be Man Unkind. I like the title of that. I've come across a lot of reviews where different people have said that they don't like the title of this song and all of that, but they don't like the lyrics because they don't like that James Hetfield just repeats the title in the song. He keeps saying Man Unkind, you know. But I like it. I don't mind that. So that's my fifth favorite song. My fourth favorite would have to be, I'm going to say, Now That We're Dead. Yeah. I really like that song. I like the drum beats to that. I like the guitar riffs. I like the lyrics. The lyrics are very poetic. And of course, again, I do like poetic lyrics. I've come across several interviews in which James Hetfield talks about the title itself, Now That We're Dead, and that to him it has more than one meaning, but essentially it's like it doesn't necessarily mean that an actual physical death, rather more so anytime something comes to an end, whether it's something bad or something good, people often equate that with an actual death. And sometimes when something comes to an end, it really frees you up to move on to something else. So, yeah. That's why I like that one. So that's my fourth favorite, Now That We're Dead. My third favorite would have to be I'm gonna say Dream No More. Yeah, Dream No More. I like this very heavy song. One of the heaviest songs off this album. Not the heaviest, but pretty heavy. My second favorite, I'm gonna go with Spit Out the Bone. Definitely. I know I've seen a lot of reviews where people have said that they consider Spit Out the Bone to be the absolute best song off this album. And it is really awesome. It's definitely a great song to end any kind of album with, but especially Metallica album. It's definitely really great. I also like the music video for it. If you don't already know, of course, Metallica, they did record music videos for every single song off of this album. I'll provide links to some of them down below, so you can check those out if you haven't already. But as far as the music video for Spit Out the Bone, it has this very like dystopian, technological kind of look to it. Kind of gritty and raw, but also very action-packed, and definitely goes well with the song itself. So yeah, that's my second favorite. And my number one favorite off of this album has definitely got to be Moth into Flame. Definitely Moth into Flame. Yeah, for me, I don't know, just when I first heard this song, when they first premiered it, I believe they premiered it, I want to say on the Howard Stern show, or they play like part of it. I don't really remember. But I remember the day that it was available, the music video was available on their YouTube channel. And yeah, I immediately I pretty much fell in love with the song, which might seem kind of weird to say, but it does happen. And I watched the video over and over and over. Since then, I've listened to Moth into Flame, I would say more than, I don't know, definitely more than 30, 40 times already. I like the way it opens. It's got a classic Metallica opening. It also sounds a little bit like Iron Maiden. Well, a lot of the songs on here remind me of Iron Maiden, somewhat, not completely, but somewhat. It's got a good mix of Iron Maiden stuff, Black Sabbath type stuff, and then also Metallica's earlier stuff, a lot of thrash stuff, but then also a good portion of the stuff that they did on Load and Reload albums, definitely like bluesy kind of stuff. So yeah, I like that. I mean, of course, overall, I'm sure you can guess what rating I give this. I do give it 5 out of 5 metal horns. In fact, yeah, 5 out of 5. I mean, as far as, if I had like a much wider scale to go off, I'll give it, 10 metal horns, in fact. But I mean, 5 and 10, basically the same thing. All it is it means that I really like this album. So, yeah, 5 out of 5. Now getting back into Moth into Flame, of course, I also like the guitar solo. I don't like the fact that a lot of people have been saying that they don't like Kirk Hammett's guitar solos on this album. I mean, I get where they're coming from, but I don't think it's fair because they're acting as if, he's like half-assing a lot of stuff on here. I mean, I don't know. I get where they're coming from. I can see why they might think that, but to me, I don't know. I mean, and then again, I don't know how many of these people that have reviewed this album so far are also musicians. Me, since I am a musician, since I've been playing guitar for well over 16 years, I'm able to really discern certain notes on the guitar. I mean, I don't know. For me, I like all of Kirk Hammett's guitar solos, like I've said before, and all my other album reviews. But especially on this album, I like them. I will say that some seem to be maybe just a little bit too bluesy for the overall mood of some of the songs, but ultimately it works. They work, you know. And I mean, you know, if you happen to be a musician and you know you feel like you know, because I know I've come across some fellow musicians who believe that a guitar solo should just be like a non-stop shred fest, like a really fast tempoed thing, like all the time for every single song. But I don't believe that. I don't really believe that. And I like that Kirk Hammett also doesn't really believe that either. Kirk Hammett is able to use what he knows in order to best suit each song. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to say any more of that. But, so yeah, especially the guitar solo in Moth into Flame. That's my favorite guitar solo off of this album. Second favorite guitar solo would definitely be for Spit Out the Bone. And then the rest of them are great too. Some of them stand out a little more than others, but ultimately, it's great. It's an awesome album. Definitely awesome. I don't know. That's just my opinion. So once again, I do give it 5 out of 5 metal horns. And if you want to see the booklet, I'll open the booklet here. Here it is. It's pretty much like all of their faces combined, I believe. Which I think is a pretty cool idea. See right here. It's got the lyrics for each song, which is what I like. So, yeah. I've never really liked when I get a CD or something, well, mostly CD. Here's the lyrics for Moth into Flame. That's Rob Trujillo, the bass player there. The bass parts are also really great on this album. I forgot to mention that. I think some of Rob Trujillo's best bass work to date is definitely on this album. Another thing I wanted to mention was the fact that Kirk Hammett doesn't have a writing credit. He's not given a writing credit on this album, which I don't know why. I mean, I kind of looked into it, and supposedly, I guess there was this thing going on where Kirk Hammett said that he had over 200 guitar riffs or guitar riff ideas saved on his phone, but then he lost his phone or something like that. But ultimately, I think it was more like James Hetfield. He wanted to like really take the reins once again when it comes to songwriting. I mean, I don't know. I still feel like Kirk Hammett should have been given some kind of writing credit because he did come up with the guitar solos for this album. But that's just me. So yeah, that'll do it for my review. Once again, definitely 5 out of 5. Metal horns for Hardwired to Self-Destruct by Metallica. If you haven't heard this album yet, I do encourage you to listen to it. Pick up your own copy or download your own copy. Whatever the cool kids are doing nowadays. I don't know. So yeah, thanks for watching. And as always, until next time, keep it real, keep on rocking, and peace.